What's going on, guys? This your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video, and it looked like the Atlanta Dream has broken their silence about their matchup against the Indiana Fever. Guys, for this one here, we got to go down to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Game that was filled with a lot of drama. The Atlanta Dream unfortunately falls short to the Indiana Fever 82-99, and they put together a decent first half, man. Ryan Howard went off. She had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Brittney Griner had 10, 8, and 1. And Jordan Canada went off, man. She had 30 damn points, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds, and they still lost the game. They had a lot to say, but it was a lot of drama with the Indiana Fever, which we're going to talk about that in the morning, bro. So much stuff happened behind the scenes between Caitlin Clark and Stephanie White. Then we got Sophie Cunningham speaking to the media tonight, but so much stuff happened. Let's dive into this current situation with the Atlanta Dream, speaking to the media and letting the world know pretty much why they fell short to the Indiana Fever basketball team. I'm confident moving forward with the team as long as Caitlin Clark, I don't believe she's hurt. I believe Caitlin Clark is actually not getting in the rhythm. If you played any sports, especially basketball, you have to get in rhythm. And based off the pace of the game and the style of play she has, is not allowing her to get into that rhythm. And that's why we're seeing what we're seeing in regards to Caitlin, poor shooting from 3. Now, granted, she did come alive in the fourth quarter and the second half, but it's not the Caitlin that we all grown to love. But with all that being said, man, let's check out this Atlanta Dream press conference. Roll the footage.
And then we'll go to questions on Zoom. If you have a question, just raise your hand.
Obviously, tough game. I thought we had a good first half. We were really competitive. Second half, we just had so many defensive breakdowns, and give them credit. They were getting extra possessions, and those extra possessions were turning into points just about every single time. So, just valuing ending their possession. It's not enough to force a tough shot. We got to come down with the ball. And then, we had some defensive breakdowns and they made us pay for. They were able to extend the lead, and then at the end we had to do some gambling and do some things that really we're not that equipped to do, and they made us pay for that as well, and that kind of made the game a little more lopsided than it really was.
Go ahead, Michael.
Hey, Coach, I know that Ryan came back and played. Is she feeling okay? Obviously, she took kind of a hard fall there at the end of the first half. I just wanted to see if she's feeling okay overall. And then second, what were they doing with Gray in particular to try to slow her down?
Well, as far as I know, Rye's doing fine. I mean, she was cleared. She went back in the game, and so it was a scary moment. We were worried about her, but fortunately, she seems to be okay. With Leash, they were staying attached to her and really making her work, and they were doing a lot of doubling and helping off JC early, and JC had a great first half, knocking down threes when they were helping off her. So Leash didn't get the number of shots she would normally get. JC was doing such a great job getting open shots for us and knocking them down.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Wilton.
Coach, in that second half, you started seeing a little bit more of a stronger dominance coming out from Kelsey Mitchell, and specifically, obviously, Aaliyah Boston. Were there some of the rotations there? Was it something that specifically that Indiana was doing that you guys weren't prepared for, or was it just something on you guys' end?
No, I don't think they did much, different in the second half. We just had a lot more breakdowns. So they were, they're always great cutters, and we did a good job with the cuts in the first half. And then, the beginning of the second half, all of a sudden we, got back cut a few times, and then, that we look like we have a rebound and get tipped out of our hands, and then they're kicking it out for 3. And so I didn't think, I didn't think it was so much, they were doing something totally different or anything like that. They're playing the way they, always play. We just made breakdowns on things that we didn't break down in the first half. And when you do it against a good team, they can get it going and they can make you pay. And they got the lead to double figures, and then we start trapping and extending a little bit. And they were doing a good job taking care of the ball and moving it to open shooters, and that kind of separated it at the end.
Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Coach, I know we'll never ask you about calls and things of that nature, but it did feel like in the second half, the momentum was switching with some of the calls, and losing Bree in the third, and she fouled out at the end of the game. Talk about just the momentum and trying to keep the team focused with so many. It was a lot of reviews during the second half, so a lot of momentum switches in the second half as far as the pace of the game and things of that nature.
Yeah, I mean, I was frustrated by some. The players were frustrated by some, but in truth, you're on the road. You can't be expecting to get a lot of calls, and we've got to do a better job. Me too, just staying focused in the moment and making the next play. We can't get caught up in officials' whistles, and hopefully, they played. Our players have played in the league a long time. They know what to expect on the road. We just got to be better at responding and just making sure that we make the next play.
Thank you, Coach.
We're good. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for your patience. We'll jump straight to the questions. Michael, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. What did you guys think maybe happened there in the fourth quarter? I know obviously with Brianna going out that didn't help, but what do you think happened there in terms of how they were able to kind of take control of the game a little bit in the fourth quarter?
To be honest, it didn't start in the fourth quarter. It actually started in the third quarter. I think that we were a little bit lackadaisical on our box outs and allowed them to get second chance opportunities that sent them to the free throw line or converted in a three. So I think that's when it started. And then fourth quarter, again, just miscommunication on a lot of things. So I think it started in the third quarter and it just continued on into the fourth, and we weren't able to adjust like we should have.
Brittney, you've played these guys 4 times, and I just wonder, you guys have split. What do you think you've learned from this particular matchup, or is there any kind of thread throughout this matchup with the Fever that you guys have gotten something from?
Every possession matters. And those little laps that we've had in games that we lost with them, they're a good team and they capitalize on it. So definitely gonna rewatch this one, but not harp on it because we got another good team coming up next. But yeah, just those little laps on losing a man, not boxing out, or whatever it is. I think that's what kind of been that factor to give them an edge.
Thank you.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead, Emmanuel.
Well, I'll start with you, BG, on this. This is the first time this team really has had a second half like they have. And point differential, we know scores don't really matter. But what can the team learn from a game like this to take with them on the rest of this road trip?
If we play like that against any team in this league, this is a great league. And, if you do that, this is the outcome. So, going into the break, going into playing New York next, we just got, like I said before, I want to beat a dead bush, but, just possession, and, you just can't take a playoff, that's for sure.
JC, I'll ask you this. We'd be remiss about talking about that phenomenal first half you had. What was cooking for you that you just was it? You hear the thing throwing it in the ocean, but what was cooking so well for you in that first half?
I think I just caught a rhythm. I was feeling it. I was confident, and that's really what it was, just taking what the defense was giving me. They were leaving me open from the 3-point line. And I know that's something that a lot of teams tend to do, to sag off me. So just taking shots with confidence, and I was just feeling it. And I just kept shooting. My teammates kept trusting me to give me the ball and
All
just
day.
trying to score. So that was just the mindset that I had in the first half.
Thank you.
And we'll finish up with Wilton. Wilton, go ahead.
This question is for both of you all. First half, you guys had 4 turnovers, and obviously a lot of that is contributed due to the fact that obviously Jordan, you were having the hot start in the first half, but then by the end of the game, you guys had 14 turnovers. Was it anything specifically that Indiana was truly doing that maybe slowed you guys down in terms of your offensive execution?
No, I think it's just us. Again, just second half, we were lackadaisical on a lot of things offensively and defensively. We weren't really locked in, and those are the little things that BG talks about with having good possessions. Coach talks about only playoff possessions. Every single time we have the ball and on the defensive end, and I think we just got careless and we were rushed. But I think it had nothing to do with Indiana. I think we just got lackadaisical. We were not moving at the same pace we were moving in the first half. And I think that's just the difference. I think a lot of the things that happen there are our mistakes that we have to clean up, but I don't think it was Indiana. I think it was just us just not taking care of the possessions that we needed to.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time, everyone.